All right, so this next one is memories of my dad. Now, my dad is alive and well. Yesterday, we sat outside and we smoked cigars, sipped some whiskey together in the backyard, and listened to the comedy of Godfrey. Um, but today is Father's Day, so you're supposed to, think about your father and show appreciation to him. So, what I want to talk about, are the memories that I have with my father. Like, my father's been awesome, been an awesome dad. Um, it's put me in position in a lot of ways, a lot of great ways. Um, Recently, I saw a picture of the Emperor Haile Selassie I, and he was shaking the hand of former mayor of Los Angeles, Tom Bradley. And I was like thinking to myself, like, you know what? Because my dad is who he is, and because my dad worked in the city of Los Angeles, I'm sure that I shook the hand of Mayor Tom Bradley. And when I saw that picture of Mayor Tom Bradley shaking the hand of Emperor Haile Selassie, I was like, by way of Tom Bradley, I shook the emperor, the last emperor of Ethiopia's hand, because of my dad, because of where my dad put me. Um, Dad's wisdom over the years has been get your college degree, study hard, just do it. Oftentimes he would tell me, just do it. Don't make excuses, just do it. And oftentimes it was difficult for me to just do it because how can you do something that you've never done before? How can you do something you've never done before and be expected to do it well? How can you do something that you've never done before and expect to do it well and not be shown how to do it? That's what it was with schooling, especially when I had to when I was taking Spanish classes. Yeah, but learn to persevere. Um, so my dad got me a talent agent. I had a manager and a talent agent. Well, my dad paid for my martial arts experiences. So I went to martial arts. I studied Taekwondo when I was a kid, all thanks to my dad. He put me in position. He paid for my lessons all those years. And I got my black belt. And having martial arts helped define me because I wasn't participating in group sports and team sports, basketball, football. I tried Pop Warner football. But in high school, I wasn't on the football team. I wasn't on the basketball team. But I had Taekwondo to help define me and to help give me a focus and give me discipline. And that was dope. And I guess I can thank my dad, my mom, and my dad, but dad, because dad was often the one taking me to the classes. In addition to that, I got the role in martial arts or in The Meteor Man because of my dad. He was working with director Robert Townsend, and my dad talked to Robert Townsend. Robert said, I need a kid, a young black boy who knows martial arts." And my dad was like, my son can do it. My dad did that. Um, my dad and I would drive around the city. He would take me to different auditions. When I had the talent agent, when I had the manager, he would take me around the city of Los Angeles. We go to different auditions. My dad was with me when he took me to the audition. I was auditioning for Sinbad's television show, and I was I was competing against Ray J, and this little 12-year-old Ray J. He's a few months younger than me. I was 12 years old at the time too, maybe 13, but he's only a few months younger. This little dude younger than me is gonna tell me this is my TV show. I'm gonna be on this show with Sinbad, not you. It's like, what? How dare you say something like that to me? My dad dropped me off at that audition. So many other auditions as well. And memories of my dad, we would always go to different restaurants. He would always, hey, we're going to eat Chinese today. Next, we're going to go to a Korean restaurant. Next, we're going to try Ethiopian, whatever, Mexican. Always with my dad, always. I remember I chipped a tooth. I was with my dad, and I bit into a tortilla chip at a Mexican restaurant, and I chipped my tooth. That was the Mexican restaurant near LAX on Century Boulevard, I think. I think it was Century, just blocks away from LAX. Memories of my dad. Here's a backpack. My dad, when my dad worked at City Hall, I would take a backpack and I would toss it over like the second story staircase, and it would fall. And Los Angeles City Hall is the floors and stairs, and much of it is made of marble. And so when the backpack landed on the marble, there was a sound that reverberated, down the halls, all throughout City Hall. And as a kid, it was cool. That was a cool thing for me to do, just play around, dropping my bag. And my dad was right there with me. Hey, son, throw it over. Let's boom. Oh, that's cool. It's cool. Well, having that experience with my dad translated to going to school. And I thought it was okay to throw my bag over the second story, over the second story balcony. And when it landed, and they said, "Whose backpack is this? Who threw this backpack?" And it was like, "Oh, that was my backpack." I went to retrieve it. They were like, "You're going to the office." The principal or whomever, headmaster, this boy could have killed someone. My dad had to come in, and yeah, that was a wild experience. These are all memories with my dad, of my dad. So I'm thinking of my dad on Father's Day 2026. And this is what I do. I make videos and stuff and document things. Yep. Like I said, my dad's still around. He and I smoked some cigars yesterday, and we drank some whiskey and listened to the comedy of Godfrey. And even though circumstances don't allow us to spend more time, together, um, for various reasons, I'm making this video to just say, Dad, I appreciate you. Appreciate all of your sacrifices and all of your support then and now. Love you from your son. Peace. IC 109.